W.H. Bush did, he's going to do the same thing that Bill Clinton has done. That's where I'm going with this. And our millennials had to go through this. And now our Gen Zers has been introduced to it. And then all of a sudden, after Clinton, we got a George Bush man, Bush Jr. See how these people just keep the same office, same people, same names. And then what a lot of people don't even know is that the Bush family and Obama is a relative of the Bush family. He's a distant cousin, but that's close enough. I'm just showing you something about the powers that are in charge and the powers to be and the powers to come. It's going to stay the same while we lay it on the government. And we say we trust God. We say we trust the Most High, but do we really? And then if that be the case and he's sovereign, he allowed that man to be in office. So are you mad with the Most High as well? Because he allowed that man to be elected, not once, but twice. And I don't want to talk a lot about Trump. I want to keep talking about these presidents that I've lived under and we've lived under, and I have not heard the same passion that you got right now. Now we got Obama, an initial black man. That's what they say. Original black president, the first black president. That's after George Bush came around, started the Iraq war over lies. We had 9/11. Now we got the millennials going through a whole nother thing, another world changing. And then we got Gen Z that's just been introduced to the world. We got all this chaos going on. And this man done lied and started a war that lasted for almost 20 years. He's a Republican. You remember now, Clinton a Democrat. We going down through here. Right about now, we gonna do 36 years of this. Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat. Same thing going on in the community. I haven't seen the community change yet. I haven't seen the community. Matter of fact, our problem has gotten worse. The solution is nowhere in sight. Our Gen Zers and our millennials, they got a reason to be upset. Look what they've been introduced to. Look at what they have to go through. We didn't witness none of that. Okay, Martin Luther King marched a little bit. They took care of him. Malcolm X ran it a little bit. They took care of him. Bobby Kennedy thought he was going to be the savior for the black people. They took care of him. Before all of that, they took care of his brothers. And then the boomers and Gen X, they sat down. They went home and sat down and started partying, going to the club, drinking, getting high. Man, we done with this fight the power political stuff. But now we want to blame everything on the millennials and the Gen Zers. The government, you can't expect the government to raise your child. Just like she said, those kids came from us. So when we look at them, we should see us. Can we figure out what we did or what we didn't do? Remember, my family was supposed to be Democrats. I didn't know until I was a grown man. It doesn't matter anyway. Like I say, I'm an independent thinker. So after my man George W. Bush, he turned it over to his cousin, the smooth talker, the Gen Z groomer, Barack Obama. He took that office at 2009 and went to 2017, and he did 8 years. He was a world changer, just a smooth talker with no substance. Not for the community, at least. That's me. Get mad if you want. It doesn't really matter, because I'm saying he did 8 years. Look at you and look at me. We still in the same place. Oh, they wouldn't let him do anything. No, you got to listen to the man. We do media, and we let media dictate what we think. The media bombard us with news and tell us stuff, and they leave out special stuff. It's always something going on behind the scenes, something much bigger than that distraction that you got going on in Washington right now. It's something much bigger going on than what's going on in Washington right now. But they got you concerned about Washington because he said he's going to clean it up and he's going to lock up some gangbangers, and you afraid that somebody might get locked up innocently. People been getting locked up innocently for years. But you can't say the crime is not going on. I know you can't say it for a fact. Because not only have I been in hoods and lived in hoods and visited them, I still see them. Yeah, I pull up next to them at the red light sometime. Yeah, I wondered, what should I do? Should I say something? No, man, you let him go on because you don't know what he gonna do. Yeah, we talking about our Gen Zers and our not quite millennials, but we can mix them in with it. But these Zers, man, not playing with you. They angry. They got a reason to be angry. No child left behind. Remember that? No child left behind. George Bush Jr. What that mean? I can tell you what no child left behind mean. That means regardless of his academic achievements, they pass him right on. It really doesn't matter what he scored on the test, but they say it was designed. They say now it was designed to help bridge that or help close that gap, the academic gap for the less fortunate, which I would say was in my neighborhood again and in my community. And the reason I know the effect of that bill, I was a part of a blended family, and one day I'm gonna talk about blended families. That's a horse of another color, and that's a real issue too. But anyway, I was in a blended family, and my stepson at that time, he just didn't want to do right in school, and I stayed there. I was always there, active, just wanted to see what's wrong. And I know he wasn't achieving. He wasn't doing any work. He wasn't trying to do any work. And when I went to the teacher, and this is what the teacher told me out of her own mouth, she said, "Listen here, I am not able to fail him. I gotta pass him, even if I pass him with a D." I said, regardless if he do anything, we're not allowed to fail him. No child left behind. We gotta pass him on. Even if he can't read, even if he don't know math, even if he can't spell, we gotta pass him on. Come on now. You tell me. That's easy for a dropout in the 7th and 8th grade. That's an easy dropout. And once you drop out, what you gonna do then? Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna blame it on Z. Because mama or daddy didn't go down there and say, what? No, you're not gonna pass him on. Because the only way they can keep him in that same grade, they had to have the parents' permission. So obviously, by them passing him on, they never got the parents' permission to hold him back, to make sure that he'll learn, so they won't set him up for failure. So that means the parent wasn't active in his life. And now we want to get mad because Trump locking some people up because they angry and they're not qualified to get that job, and they think they're gonna get that money, and they looking at their boy out there rolling and coming up. I mean, coming up big, making way more money in a day than some people make in a week, or we can say a month sometimes. So they out there, they out there like that. That's right. Yeah, our kids, they out there like that. That's right, I said it. So now we gonna get mad at them? What accountability at Gen X? Boomers? What the accountability? You can't assume none of the blame? You want to blame everything on government? Everything's not the government's fault. Okay, yeah, the rig system is tough, it's hard. We've been hearing that all our life. But yet and still we say we built this country, and it was tough and hard then, but look at this country. I mean, somebody else might be benefiting off it, but we built it, right? So it's tough, it's hard. Okay, I was told the better things in life are hard. Okay, here's the deal. You don't want to set the kid up for failure. So now, if they angry at a system that they figure that that's oppressing them, they angry at their mother for not allowing them to do what they want to do. They're angry at their father for not being there at all. They're angry at the teacher for putting pressure on them for something they don't even know. You want me to spell X, Y, and Z, and no one has taught me X, Y, and Z? I tell you what I do, I just won't come back here anymore. Now I'm in the streets. Yeah, I'm doing it in the streets now. Can't stop me. So, Mr. Obama, man, the only thing he had for us was a racial divide. Yeah, I said it. I said it. You know, he made us really, really look at this black and white thing, because it's booming real big now. This black and white thing is so big, it's a shame. It's so big that I don't see this country going anywhere. And then at the same time, he signed off on, you know, something that he fought against at one time. In his first term, I heard him, they asked him, what did he think true marriage was? He said true marriage was a marriage between a man and a woman. And then in his second term, he said, well, true marriage is for people that love each other. Okay, that's cool too. If you love each other, do what you want to do. You take that up with whomever. I'm no one's God. But I'm just saying that was a lie. Oh, well, he did that just to get in office. Now, don't tell me that. Now, don't tell me that. See, that's what I'm saying. Tell me some of them lies that make me stop thinking about the truth. That's right. That's what you do to me, deceive me. Don't tell me the right things. Tell me smooth things, Mr. Smooth Operator. Yeah, I'm going in. I'm telling you, I just told you about 36 years of both Republicans and Democrat presidents. And you still think a Donald Trump or Joe Biden or whomever is supposed to come and fix our problem in the neighborhood? It's not going to happen. Get up off of it. Now it's time, man, if you got some grandkids and some great-grandkids, man, start share some knowledge with them. Let them know where they came from. Tell them who their great-great-grandmother was. Tell them what their great-great-grandmother did. They run around here with a sense of, without a sense of belonging. They don't know who they are. They don't even know much about the distant cousin or none of that, because we so busy, man, caught up in this tech world. The dinner table talk is gone. It's no more. But I tell you what I'll do. I'm going to take all my anger out on Mr. Donald J. Trump. That's right. I blame him for everything. He did all of this. That's why we're in the place where we are right now. Yeah, right. I didn't hear a lot of that when one of the most incompetent person that was in office that just left, be honest with you, and we all knew something was wrong with him, but we didn't care. We take him over Trump. Yeah. That's right. Choose your own poison. I got a bottle of Clorox and I got some cyanide over here. But choose your own poison. Which one of these you want to drink? Choose your own poison. One coin, two sides. Same substance, same value. Man, and when we wake up, maybe it'll be too late. But until then, to my Gen Zers and to my millennials, I understand and feel the pain. I'm not sympathizing with all you do. And I know, because I've done things that I wasn't supposed to do, but I'm just saying, let's wake up. We can stop this, man. Like I say, all about your ops and all this other stuff, and glamorizing your famous rap stars that's telling you to do all this stuff, and then they living behind gated communities, they millionaires turning up. You'll never be that. And then if you do be that, you may not last long, because remember, your ops already don't like you. Remember that. Money don't keep you safe. I came from Memphis. I came from Memphis, and I've seen people go. What? Dolph, right? I think I'm getting it right. Yeah, okay, Dolph then. Yeah, trying to help the community. Still, the content he put out there was still telling you to do something different. But he was living a different life. See, that's what I'm saying. See, Ice Cube used to call them studio gangsters, studio gangsters. They get in the studio and rap and spit all that game, and then in the streets they ain't doing none of that. Like Ice Cube said, you ain't killed nobody. But now you glamorize it. You want to, what they say, unalive somebody. Like that's a badge of honor. It's not. You're gonna have kids one day. Even if you don't want to, if you keep doing those things that it takes to have a kid, you're gonna have a kid one day. How you want your child to live? What you want for your child? It can stop. It can stop. I just want to say that because I'm kind of getting fatigued on this Donald Trump thing. I almost don't even like the fact that maybe he even got elected again, because prior to that, you wouldn't hear nobody talking about what Mr. Biden did, and he did a lot of stuff that was so off the charts, man. But I understand, I get it. You let the media tell you how to think. I get it. You let them direct the narrative instead of doing your own research and finding out truths. Man, these people are all in this thing together. Every president that I just named to you, they had us believing that Clinton and George Bush was the worst of enemies. They had us believing that, and then the minute both of those jokers got out of office, they did a world tour, and then they went on and exposed that they've been the best of friends for the longest, and they'll stay the best of friends. But yet we was up there thinking they were enemies, so we hating Clinton, or either we hating Bush, and they somewhere having a wine, laughing and giggling and mocking us. Man, look at those peasants. We got them, don't we? Yes, we got them. So I'm asking you to wake up. That's all I'm doing. Gen X, baby boomers, I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. Because I wanted to kind of just chat a little bit with my millennials and my Gen Zers, and to say that I understand the pain, because I know what I got an idea of what you came up through. I kind of witnessed it and I saw it. And it's tragic, and it was designed to go against you, but it was supposed to be in a community and a village there to save you. So I understand if you're angry, but you can't stay angry long. You're not going to get much done. Turn that anger into something else. Don't turn that anger into offing your neighbor or unaliving your op. Don't glamorize everything you hear in the music, because there's a message in the music, but right now the message is not a good message. Don't glamorize it. Nothing is glamorous about it. We the kings and the queens of the earth. That's what we say. But we acting like peasants. So let's take our role back, kings and queens. Come on, let's take our roles back, kings and queens. Don't act like or be a peasant. On the chessboard, you'll be a pawn. But if you can advance that pawn all the way to the end without it being captured, you can elevate to the highest position on that board other than the king. So if they want to look at us as pawns, advance all the way to that backstage, that last block, and you can be elevated. What was first is be last, and what was last will be first again. So now it look like we in last place and we used to be first, so it sound like we on our way back to being first. Wake up. They say the third eye. Wake up. Let's do this. I want to thank you all tonight. I know I went on longer than I usually go. I just needed to do that for my Gen Zers and my millennials, man. I just want to, I feel you, man. I feel you. I do. And yeah, don't let these politicians and conspire against you because of the actions that you take, because they will conspire against you. And yeah, sure enough, they may be aiming to put you away. Let's outsmart her. Let's do it. So I'm gonna ask you guys to check us back out. We're gonna be back at you again. I got something I want to talk about. The replacement theory. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I'll be talking to Gen X and I'll be talking to the baby boomers. Again, we trying to bridge a gap. We can bring it together. Let's close the gap in. I'd like y'all to comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And I'm going to tell you, K and J will be coming back at you again, like we say here all the time, for World Health Academia and Times. And I'm going to end on the note with what the flux. I'm out.